Hey guys, it's John from Slots, Iowa. I thought today I'd do a video about the 4 types of people that visit a casino, in my opinion. So who's the first type? Well, the first type is the no way, no hell type of people that will never visit a casino no matter what. These are people that loathe walking into a place that would take their money. You know, they're people that say, why would I go to a place, stick money in a machine, and most likely get nothing out of it? Or they just have an aversion to giving money to somebody else. And another type of person that fits into this category is somebody that maybe's gone once, they walked in with $200 or $300, they put it in a machine, and 15 minutes later they walk out the door with nothing. And they say, okay, I'm done. I'm never doing this again. Okay? I know a friend of mine that said, look, I might as well walk into a casino, take a $100 bill, throw it on the floor and walk out, because that's about as much satisfaction as I get out of it. So those are the type of people that say, screw this, I'm never doing it. Okay? What's number 2? Number 2 is an occasional person that walks in the casino. And up until about a year and a half ago, that was me. You know, I go about once a year, every 6 months, maybe every 3 months. At a buddy of mine, we go to a casino. And you know, how this all got started was back about 20 years ago. My parents would go to Las Vegas every February for a month, and I would go out with them, get them settled in, and we go to the casino. Now, this was back in the days when you had to put coins in the machine. Nickels, pennies, dimes, quarters. You're carried around a bucket of coins. Your hands got filthy from handling the coins, and it was gross. You know, the casinos would hand out those moist towelettes to clean your hands. But that's the way it was done back then. And really, there were only video poker machines and 3-reel slot machines. Of course, the 3-reel slot machines are the ones that I play today because they're low volatility. And so from that, you know, I kind of got a taste of it, you know, really never won much. I remember my dad saying to me one time, I hit a royal flush on a video poker machine. He's like, yeah, if you'd had a quarter in there instead of a nickel, you'd have got a hell of a lot more. And I'm like, oh, thanks, you know. So I wasn't a regular attendee. And so living in Iowa, there weren't a lot of casinos. And until the Meskwaki Casino came around, the Indian Casino in Tama came around, you know, I really never went. But as I started going, I enjoyed going. And so that's the number 2. Occasional attendees, you know, they may go for, you know, because there's a buffet or there's a show going on or something like that. And so they occasionally go to the casino. So who's number 3? Well, that's a regular attendee, and that's what I become. You know, every month, every week, a couple times a week, whatever it is. And again, it's a social activity, okay? Hey, I want to go on Friday night because Meskwaki's having their crab leg and prime rib buffet. And because I go regularly, I get money off that buffet, and I also get free play, and I get other comps like free rooms or free concerts they're putting on. So, you know, I regularly go, all right? And that's okay. You know, it's a good time to go. Especially, you know, like in Iowa, we have pretty harsh winters sometimes. And it gives you something to do. You go in, the bells and whistles, the lights, you know, all that. There's people around. And so you get used to doing that. And so that's a lot of fun as long as you can control yourself. You know, as long as you can walk in with a bankroll and say, hey, I'm taking $300-400 when the $300-400 is gone, or I've hit, you know, doubled my money, I can walk out the door. And so that's the type of person that just has fun, likes to go to the casino. So it's number 4. Okay, number 4 are those people that are addicted to gambling. And unfortunately, there's people out there that just in their personality, they do things they get addicted to and they can't get away from it. And that's a gambler, somebody that's an alcoholic, or other addictions, drugs. They just can't get away from it. And first of all, I'm going to say right now, I'm not a mental health counselor. I'm not an expert on this, but I was a cop for 40 years. I saw a lot of addiction. And addiction can destroy your life. It can destroy your family, your marriage, your relationship with your kids, your families. It can destroy your job. You can lose your job over it. These are the people that walk in. They say, hey, I got $300. I'm only going for, to bet $300. Once that's gone, or once I'm up $300, I'm walking out the door. And do they do that? No. These are the people that spend, spend $500. They've lost their $500. They go to the ATM machine. They take another $500 out. Or these are the people that you see go to the ATM machine, they get denied because they've already met their daily spending limit, or their account is withdrawn. And what do they do next? They pull out a credit card. They take a credit card advance, okay? And if that doesn't work, they go to the cashier and they get a credit card advance from the casino, or they get a line of credit from the casino. The problem is all these things come with huge fees, 10, 15, 20, 30% fees. You take 500 out, it costs you $100 in fees. And then after you lose it, because most of the time you don't win, after you lose it, then you go home, and if you don't pay off your credit card balance every month, then you're paying 22, 24, 26% interest on top of that. So it's obviously a losing proposition. So for people that have an addictive personality, gambling is not a good thing to do. And so how do you overcome that? Well, I'm sure that every state that has gambling has organizations that will help people that are addicted. And in Iowa, you can call 1-800-BETS-OFF. There's also a website, and I'll throw that up on the screen, that you can reach out to if you need help. If you know that you've gone overboard, that you can't stop yourself from going into a casino, and they will help you. It's a free service. They will help you overcome your gambling addiction. But it's not like you can say, okay, look, I'm just not going to go. I'm only going to go every so often. If you're truly addicted to gambling, you just have to shut yourself off entirely. And it's a difficult thing to do. But one thing that you can do is you can go to the casino and you can put yourself on a list where the casino sees you come in, they go, I'm sorry, you need to leave. And you've done, you've set that up yourself, or your family has gone in with you and set that up with you, so that that you can't even go inside. And sometimes that's the only way to be able to do something like that. And it takes some intestinal fortitude. You have to admit that you have a problem, that you have to do something about it, or it's just going to negatively impact everything you do. And so I would encourage you to do that. If you have a gambling problem, please reach out to somebody. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to talk to somebody on the phone. They'll set you up with some counseling and help you get over this issue that you have. So there you go. 4 types of people that visit a casino. In my opinion, I'm not a professional. I didn't get it from anybody else. That's just what I see when I go into a casino. And I have difficulties myself. I have difficulties keeping myself to a budget, of not spending what I don't have, of not, once I double up, walking away. And, one of the things, and I've talked about this in other videos, I bought a gamble box, this little box, a little metal box that has a slot in the top. And, if I put $100 in the machine, I get $200. I cash out. I take that $100 that I made, I fold it up, I stick it in the box. The key's at home. I can't get to it. And I tried to do that. I've hit before, had $100 in the machine, hit 400. Cash it out, take that 400 that I made, put it in the box, okay? And if you're interested in buying one of those, there's, reach out to me. I'll give you the link to Amazon. And also Gamble Smart, Gamble Safe, another YouTube channel. They sell those boxes online also. And there's a lot of great education out there for slots and for casinos. Again, Gamble Smart, Gamble Safe is one. Cowboy Slots is another. They talk about the myths about gambling and slot machines, and they give you the truths about what goes on with slot machines, that they don't put the ones nearest the entrance that hit the most. It's all based on an RPG. It's a mathematical equation. You push the button, and as soon as you push the button, it's decided what's going to happen, whether you're going to get nothing or you're going to win $1 million. So, hey, stay safe out there when you're going to the casino. Please don't overextend yourself. And I appreciate you watching. Again, if you like this, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And I'll see you at the next one.